Good afternoon, my name is Dominick Paparella, and this is the final presentation for the summer internship for Coggin College of Business, summer 2019. We're asked to give a brief overview of our company, what the company is, what they do, what my job was, my roles, responsibilities, my takeaways, etc., etc. I'd say I could probably give a pretty detailed list of everything that I've done there and my takeaways, being that I've spent about 1.5 years there. But realistically, the internship part of this, which I've done regarding international use, has only been the last couple months for the summer portion. So that's basically what I'll be talking about. Gunster, in and of itself, basically focuses on corporate law. The office which I'm in, they do a lot of land use, they do a lot of immigration, they do a lot of tax laws, private wealth and estate law, just because of the surrounding area, South being that it's South Florida. But mostly what I did was I did whatever the attorneys asked me to do. Unfortunately, I didn't have much say, but that's okay because you got to start somewhere. Anyhow, mostly a lot of clerking, organizing their files. I would take a lot of their physical files and enter them into online databases and organize them via the client and the matter, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, any kind of administrative services I could do. What did I learn? What were my takeaways? I think that those topics carry much more weight than in my particular situation than what I did for them. I think what they did for me is much greater than what I did for them, in the sense that I've spent the last 1.5 years with people who are smarter than me, and who have done more than me already, who have made more mistakes than me, who have learned that much more about the industry it is that I am interested in being in. And I get to watch them practice their profession at its peak. They are the epitome of good lawyers. I don't know where to begin. I'd say what I learned in Stewart compared to what I learned in Jacksonville more was discipline and detail orientation. In Jacksonville, it was mostly busy work. How much can I do for the attorneys at one time? Whereas in Stewart, when I'm fulfilling my internship requirements, it was mostly detail orientation, pay attention to this, pay attention to that. Every little thing matters. Not that it didn't in Jacksonville, but particularly with trust and estates, the stuff that I was doing mattered. So, what did I learn about myself? I learned that I'm extremely disorganized. That's exactly what I learned about myself. Is not in a bad way, I guess. Maybe that's my disclaimer, is that I'm not disorganized in a bad way. But compared to the level of detail that is required by attorneys at that level, mind you, any level, is much greater than where I am at now. So I have a lot. There's a lot of self-reflection that I need to do, and a lot of work that I need to do to make this thing happen. But as far as I can tell, Gunster I've worked probably at 6 places, in my career, starting about 15 years old, from all the way ranging from civil engineering intern to research and development in a fan manufacturing company. And I'd have to say that Gunster is by far my favorite, and I can totally attribute that to the fact that I learned more about how to get along and how to deal and how to express myself with others than I have anywhere else in my entire life, culminated in that 1.5 years, and especially so in this last couple months with this internship in the Stewart office. They're an awesome bunch of people. But that's pretty much all I've got. I'm running out of time here. I'm about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. But they're the best at what they do. And if I had to recommend somebody, I don't know if I'm allowed to recommend somebody, but if you're ever looking for a good corporate lawyer, Gunster, Yoakley, and Stewart's where to go. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for UNF for providing me with the connections to have this opportunity, and I look forward to everything that we can all do in the future together. Thank you for your time. That's all.